When people think he's he will rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I'm going to destroy this on Saturday night. You watch. Watch me go to work on Saturday night on him. You watch it. I beat him last time, but I'm looking forward to Saturday night to just fucking him up.
Time of his career!
6,
He doesn't look right!
8.
Will he be saved by the bell?
Tyson Fury, the self-proclaimed Gypsy King, known for his relentless trash talk, made bold promises after his shocking loss to Oleksandr Usyk. Following the defeat, Fury vowed to deliver fireworks, chaos, and utter domination in their rematch. He pledged to crush Usyk, dismissing him as a paper champion, and promised no doubts, no mercy, just sheer destruction. Yet, in a stunning turn of events, Fury found himself flat on his back, staring at the arena lights, knocked out cold in just 4 rounds by the very man he had mocked as too small and too weak.
I'm going to make him feel he's 37 years, for sure. And he's going to be in there with the Gypsy King, not whoever I was last time out.
The self-proclaimed king of boxing tasted defeat once again, and this time the loss stung even more. Yet, despite the humiliation, Fury had the audacity to claim the fight was rigged and influenced by bribes.
And I said from there, there's no more talking shite. I've had enough. I'm here to hurt this fucker and put on a good show. And that's what I'm not interested in talking or acting up or anything. That's it.
The Gypsy King is rattled!
Trust me, his post-fight comments will leave you shaking your head.
Watch me go to work, son, on Friday night. I'm going to go to work on him.
The highly anticipated rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk had everything boxing fans could hope for: hype, drama, and a clash of polarizing personalities. As expected, Fury dominated the spotlight, proclaiming himself the savior of heavyweight boxing while dismissing Usyk as a paper-thin champion. He boldly promised to retire Usyk, humiliate him, and solidify himself as the true king of the ring. After the fight, Lennox Lewis praised Usyk's performance, tweeting, "Tonight we witnessed an epic fight and history being made. I would have been proud to welcome either of these incredible champions to the undisputed heavyweight club, but tonight it was Alexander the Great. Looking forward to seeing them do it again. Usyk has shown it's never too late to add to your legacy."
And that got Usyk off balance. I don't know if he slipped or buckled it.
I was just hit him on the temple. I just think he lost his footing there.
The pre-fight press conference was a spectacle of its own. Fury fully embraced his trash-talking persona, labeling Usyk a blown-up middleweight and mocking his broken English. He accused Usyk of dodging him in the past and declared, "This time, there's no place to hide." Usyk, calm and composed, met Fury's antics with nothing more than a smirk, replying, "The ring will decide." The stare-down was equally intense. Fury loomed over Usyk, attempting to intimidate him, while Usyk held his ground, refusing to break eye contact in a silent act of defiance. Boxing legends and fans were divided in their predictions. Some deemed Fury's size and aggression unstoppable, while others believed Usyk's technical mastery would be the deciding factor.
Fury had a chance maybe to step on the gas there, but again he elects.
The fight began with Fury showing flashes of his dominance in the first round. His size and power were evident as he pressed forward, landing a few heavy jabs and forcing Usyk to stay on his toes. However, the tide turned, and turned sharply. By the second round, Usyk's game plan began to unfold with surgical precision. Known for his speed and unparalleled technical skill, the Ukrainian started slipping Fury's punches and countering with crisp, accurate combinations. Fury, despite all his pre-fight bravado, appeared increasingly frustrated. The Gypsy King's trademark smirk faded into a grimace as Usyk found his rhythm. The crowd could sense something was off. Fury, expected to dominate, was instead chasing shadows, unable to land anything meaningful. By the third round, Usyk delivered a masterclass in boxing. His footwork was dazzling, his punches sharp, and his defense nearly impenetrable. Meanwhile, Fury looked sluggish, clumsy, and, dare we say, desperate. The trash talk felt like a distant memory as Usyk took control of the ring.
Glamour division of boxing, and these guys are not letting us.
Every time Fury lunged forward, Usyk made him pay with precise strikes to the body and head. The Ukrainian's timing was impeccable, and it quickly became clear that Fury's size advantage was meaningless against Usyk's superior skill. Even Fury's corner appeared worried, shouting instructions that sounded more like desperate pleas than effective strategies. The loss reignited debates about Fury's mental preparation and focus. Critics highlighted his constant media appearances, exaggerated training claims, and flamboyant lifestyle as potential distractions from the fight. Some analysts argued that his overconfidence led him to underestimate Usyk's calculated approach. In stark contrast, Usyk maintained a low profile before the fight, dedicating himself solely to training. This difference in preparation styles became a major talking point in the aftermath. Then came the fourth round, the round that sealed Fury's fate. Usyk unleashed a blistering combination that left Fury staggering like a skyscraper in an earthquake. The arena erupted as Usyk, sensing victory, moved in for the kill. Fury, desperate, threw a weak jab to create distance, but it was too late. Usyk landed a thunderous right hook, followed by a crushing uppercut, sending Fury crashing to the canvas. The referee's count was a mere formality. Fury wasn't getting up. The self-proclaimed king was dethroned in spectacular fashion once again. What followed was pure chaos. Instead of acknowledging Usyk's brilliance, Fury launched into an unhinged tirade, claiming the fight was fixed and accusing Usyk's camp of bribing officials. He even suggested that his own team had sabotaged him. The man who had spent weeks mocking Usyk as a coward now refused to accept defeat with even a shred of grace. Social media erupted as fans and pundits alike slammed Fury for his lack of sportsmanship. If anyone's a paper champion, it's Tyson Fury, one commentator quipped. Fury's claims of bribery were as vague as they were outrageous. He offered no evidence, no specifics, just wild accusations that only tarnished his reputation further. The judges were bought. The ref was blind, and Usyk didn't even hit that hard. Fury fumed during the post-fight interview. His comments left many wondering if he had even watched the same fight as the rest of us.
Stop it! No! Fury! He's down!
Fans were quick to call out the irony of Fury's complaints. Here was a man who built his career as a larger-than-life villain, a master trash talker thriving on controversy, now crying foul because he couldn't deliver on his bold promises. "You said you'd destroy him in 6 rounds. What happened?" one fan posted. The answer was simple. Usyk happened. This wasn't the first time Fury had fallen short against Usyk. Their previous fight had ended in a unanimous decision for the Ukrainian, a result Fury blamed on a bad training camp and ring rust. But this time, there were no excuses to fall back on. Fury had been knocked out decisively and undeniably by the very fighter he had spent months belittling. If anything, the rematch only underscored the glaring gap between the two. The fallout wasn't limited to the fighters. Reactions poured in from the boxing world. Conor McGregor, never one to miss an opportunity for a jab, quipped, "Maybe Fury should try UFC, less talking, more punching." Meanwhile, Usyk's camp celebrated with quiet dignity, focusing on the preparation and discipline that had led to their hard-earned victory.
I put on a good show, and that's what I'm not interested in talking or acting up or anything. That's it.
That was a very intense and long face-off. What was being said between you and Oleksandr in that face-off, Tyson?
Fury's antics continued in the days following the fight, from bizarre social media rants to blaming everyone but himself. His credibility took a massive hit, and pundits questioned whether he would ever recover from this. It's one thing to lose, but another to tarnish your legacy by refusing to face reality, said one analyst. Beyond the fight itself, the loss also raised questions about Fury's future in boxing. Could he rebuild his career after back-to-back losses to the same opponent, or would this be the moment that marked the decline of a once dominant heavyweight? For Usyk, the victory solidified his place among the greats, a technical genius who dismantled one of the sport's most boisterous figures. In the lead-up to the fight, Fury's camp released footage of him sparring and claiming he was in the best shape of his life. Usyk, by contrast, focused on grueling drills and precision-based training, a stark contrast to Fury's bombastic approach. Sports analysts quickly dissected their preparations, with many noting that Fury seemed overconfident, while Usyk appeared laser-focused.
Bell rings, he'll see another round. But oh my word, will we see the Gypsy King go down in flames?
On fight night, the energy in the arena was electric. Celebrities like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, David Beckham, and LeBron James were spotted ringside, while social media buzzed with anticipation. Hashtags like #FuryUsyk2 and #TheGypsoFoals trended globally. Fury, draped in his signature flamboyant robe, made his entrance to a deafening roar from the crowd, accompanied by pyrotechnics and his usual bravado. In contrast, Usyk followed with his calm demeanor, a stark difference from Fury's theatrics. The atmosphere was charged, and the stakes couldn't have been higher. Boxing commentator Max Kellerman observed that Fury treated the fight like another Chopin headline, while Usyk approached it as a war. There were also whispers about Fury's team dynamics being less cohesive than they appeared. Insiders suggested tension among his coaching staff over training methods, which may have contributed to his lackluster performance. The boxing community now speculated whether Fury would return for another fight or take an extended hiatus to regroup. Meanwhile, Usyk's victory cemented his status as a global superstar, with fans from all corners of the world applauding his discipline, humility, and extraordinary skill. The rematch not only showcased the technical beauty of boxing, but also highlighted the importance of mental toughness and respect for opponents. In the end, Tyson Fury's rematch with Oleksandr Usyk was more than just a fight, it was a reckoning. Fury talked the talk, but when it came time to walk the walk, he stumbled, literally. While his trash talk may have entertained in the lead up to the fight, it's his inability to accept defeat with grace that we'll remember most. For all his bravado, Fury proved one thing: sometimes, the loudest voice in the room is just noise.